It's playoff hockey time here, folks, from the home of the 2021-2022 Premier Select League Squirt champion St. Jude Knights. It is time for some Squirt Silver playoff action here at the Southwest Ice Arena in Crestwood. This is game 1 of 4 here from Crestwood this morning / this afternoon. Game 1 will see the top seed Midwest Blackbirds take on the number 9 seed Pekin Dragons. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. My name is Aaron Shellen, and we've got a lot of hockey action here for you. We have games starting here. It's supposed to start at 10:30, so we're a little bit behind. Game 2, we'll see the number 4 seed Glenview Stars against the number 5 seed Bruins. Then at 1:10, the Sabres take on the upset-minded 11th seeded Chargers. And then in the final game of the day, the 7 seed Vipers will play host to the number 15 seed Bulldogs, who defeated the Kenosha Comets, the number 2 seed last week. So upsets in the lower half of the bracket, top half of the bracket shaping up as expected, as the 1 seed, the 4 seed, the 5 seed, and the 9 seed all advance. So the Blackbirds, the top team in the Tier 1 Silver Squirt division, with a record of 16-1-1 on the year, 65 goals, and get this, folks, only 19 goals against for the Midwest Blackbirds. That is right, 19 goals allowed in 18 games. And they will take on the undefeated Pekin Dragons, who came in 16-0-0, a perfect record on the year, with an obnoxious 126 goals for, 21 against. So a couple of powerhouses doing battle in the first game of today's NIHL Squirt 10 and under Silver Championships. The Blackbirds got to the second round by defeating the Sabres back on the 12th by the score of 5-1, while Pekin blanked Wilmette by the score of 6-0. So there are 3 different tiers of the Squirt Silvers. So these 2 teams actually did not play each other in the regular season. So first time that these teams will face each other this year. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youthful hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of 49 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, and Wisconsin. This is the 53rd season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Pee Wee, Bantam, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament that you're watching right now. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, the NIHL president. And we are about ready to go here for game number 1. 11-minute periods here for the Squirts. So the Midwest Blackbirds to our right have a very familiar look, if you are a hockey fan, in the red, white, and black. That is well known to Chicago sports fans. And to our left, the Pekin Dragons in an Ottawa Senators-esque style jersey with the white, black pants, black numbers piped in red, while the Blackbirds are looking very much like some miniature Blackhawks out there in their reds with the white numbers and letters, with black stripes on the arms and socks. And that's where we are. We're almost ready to go here. Starting in goal for the Blackbirds to our right will be number 5, Brady Alexander. And to our left will be number 33, Logan Flynn. And we are about ready for some NIHL Squirt playoff action. Game 1 of 4 here from Crestwood. Officials talking to the Pekin coaching staff here before we get started. And I think we are ready to go. Let's do that hockey, as they say. Face-off is won by the Blackbirds. Thrown up off the glass and cleared in by Brum. That's Zach Brum down low with it. Throws that one out into the slot. Good stick lift by the Dragons, and they will skate out with it. out to center ice. Little self pass up ahead into the offensive zone. 3 white jerseys down there. That one's backhanded behind the net, thrown out into the slot area and cleared out by the Blackbirds. Out to center ice, flipped forward again by Brum into the offensive zone, and Brandon Zukowski behind the net. Up off the half boards. Puck is kept in at the point by the Blackbirds. And that does come out to center ice. And a 2-on-1 here for Pekin. That's Crebo. He loses that one. They gather the puck high of the top of the faceoff dot. And I think that's Nico Johnson down there, number 2. He's got the jersey tucked, so I can't really see. Comes up and takes a funny bounce and onto the stick of Bauer Spike. Spike in all alone. Spike shot scores! Right off the bat. 1 minute and 9 seconds into the game. Bauer Spike with some speed breaks through the Pekin defense and beats Logan Flynn and gives the Blackbirds an early 1-0 lead. Speed kills, as they say, especially here at the younger levels. And Bauer Spike just broke through the defense and beat Flynn to the glove side to give the Midwest Blackbirds a 1-0 lead. And that one's thrown forward ahead of Brantley Purdy into the far corner, kept in by the Dragons. Picked up and out, and we got another breakaway. Here comes Kevin Getlaka in all alone. Getlaka in. Getlaka shot off the post and bounces behind the net. So golden opportunity for the Blackbirds on a couple of breakaways here early on. Kept in at the point. That one in on Flynn. He covers up for a whistle. So hot start here by the Blackbirds as Bauer Spike at 1 minute and 9 seconds of the first period gives the Blackbirds a 1-0 lead. And remember, I said pregame, Pekin Dragons came in 16-0-0 on the regular season. Not only undefeated, but absolutely torching the opposition. So they don't play from behind very often. We'll see how things go here. That one is cleared around by Nico Johnson. Back to the point. Comes out to the faceoff dot. Shot. Nice right pad save by Flynn into the near corner. And the Dragons will skate that one out to center ice. Pass is broken up by Matthew Gerloff. Gerloff has it now in the faceoff dot. He's knocked off the puck. And Pekin clears it out to center ice where they gather there. Here comes Jolly. Caden Jolly tries the stick handle. Good stick work by the Blackhawks D. Taken away there. That shot deflects. Comes down in front of Brady Alexander. Out to center ice. And another breakout here for the Blackbirds. That is John Wilkins. Wilkins fires the shot. Nice glove save by Logan Flynn, who is being tested here early on in period number 1. Flynn, goalie's best friend. That post is the only thing keeping this from being a 2-0 game, but Logan Flynn makes the comfortable glove save there. Out to center ice. That one's cleared in by Kyle Merton. And Johnson gets that puck up, and Pekin gets it out of the zone. Down the far side, it's Crebo. Crebo throws that one. It's deflected behind the net. He gets it back. Backhanded out towards the paint. Cleared into the corner. Back down in deep by Brody Stetzler. And the Blackbirds will gather in their own zone. Kept in at the point for the moment. Kept in nicely there by Jordan Sackett. That pass is deflected into the corner. Blackbirds get it up, but not out. That one's put towards goal. It whistles wide of the stick side of Alexander. Comes out the near half boards where the Blackbirds are able to get that up to center ice and out. Tommy Bender has his stick lifted nicely by Declan Kim. And Kim now behind the net with the puck. Up off the boards onto the stick of Jordan Sackett. Sackett with some space. He gathers the red line and dumps it in deep. Behind the net with it now. That's Gerloff for the Blackbirds. He changes direction, comes the other way. 4-on-2 breakout for the Blackbirds. Here comes Declan. He takes that one wide. Declan in. Declan shot. Glove save by Logan Flynn. Flynn holds that near post nicely. as Gerloff got a lot on that wrister, and Flynn squeezes it. 7:02 left in the first period. 1-0. Blackbirds with the lead. Face off to the left of Logan Flynn, the Dragons goaltender. Face off is won by Pekin. That one's put up off the boards and cleared as far as the blue line. Turned around and fired back in by the Blackbirds. Behind the net, Pekin has it there. Battle for taken by the Blackbirds into the slot area. Back to the point. Back to Gerloff. Gerloff with the hard shot. Hits a body and deflects into the near corner. Centering attempt. Second centering attempt. That one bounces over a stick and comes out to the far side. Kept in by the Blackbirds for the moment. That one will trickle out to center ice. Battle right in front of the penalty box. Taken to there by Crebo. And nope. Excuse me, that is Jolly, and Jolly skated across the blue line instead of going right into the offensive zone, and that put Brody Stetzler in offsides. Across the offensive zone, and another whistle, and another offsides. As I believe that was Stetzler going in offsides on his own this time. 6:16 left in period one. The Blackbirds with a 1-0 lead. Winner of this game will go on to play the winner of our next game, which is Glenview, the number 4 seed, against the Blues, the number 5 seed. That one slung around the far side onto the stick of L.J. Werner. Werner gets that puck out. It hits a skate and bounces out to center ice, where Johnson throws that one forward. Pekin takes it back. Nice stick handle by Stetzler. Stetzler across the blue line with some speed. Has that one sticked away from him. Logan Hansen can't get that. And it's kept in at the point. Here comes Stetzler again. Stick handles. Tries to get around Merton. Unable to. Nice job by Kyle Merton to keep that one out of danger. Blackbirds get it up and out. Jolly now comes down across the blue line. He takes that wrist shot. That one is knocked away by Alexander. Has a bit of difficulty with it, and that gives Pekin an opportunity for a second, but the Blackbirds are able to get that puck out to center ice. Spike dumps that one in. He was the goal scorer. Wilkins now tries to cut into the middle, gets the puck back. It's knocked away from him, and Johnson has it. Pekin now into center ice. That's Crebo with it down low. Backhands it in, and nicely covered up by Brady Alexander, as there was a dragon looming in the paint. 4:48 left in the first period. Face off to the left of Brady Alexander. That is Blake Crebo on the draw for the Dragons. It's won by the Blackbirds, though. Up off the glass and out to center ice. Across the blue line is Avery Willett. Willett down low in the corner. Stops, has it taken away from him, and out comes Crebo again. Not able to get the puck out to center ice. Nicely done by Matthew Gerloff. Good pinch by Gerloff, keeping that puck in the zone. Centering pass is deflected away. Finds its way back into the near corner. Up along the dasher and up to the near half boards. Brought in there. Shot. That one deflects. Rebound saved by Brady Alexander as Avery Willett got all of that one. And the save was made by Flynn. So Pekin has sort of settled things down here a little bit. That first 2 minutes or so, the Blackbirds came out on all cylinders, scored a goal, hit a post. But the last 4 or 5 minutes, the game seems to have evened out a little bit. A couple of opportunities for the Dragons, a couple of opportunities for the Blackbirds. Puck is kept in. That one's centered, taken there by Logan Hansen. Hansen comes out over to Stetzler. Stetzler across the blue line. Good defense by the Blackbirds. Zukowski tries to clear it in deep. He can't. Bender now across the blue line. Bender stick handles in. Bender in all alone. Bender shot. Nice pad save by Flynn. Rebound. That puck is still loose. It comes out the other side. And the Dragons now out with it. Nice self-pass. We got a trip, and we're going to have a penalty called here. Colton Johnson throws it ahead, and that one's touched up by Galatka. And we're going to have our first penalty of the game here. 3:28 left in the first period. And the Dragons will go on the man advantage. We're going to have a tripping penalty here. Called on whom? I didn't see the number, but there was absolutely a trip there. So a minute 30 power play here as the Squirts are at 11 minutes. 11-minute period. So face off to the right of Brady Alexander. Blackbirds holding on to a 1-0 lead. That one's cleared back to the point. Johnson puts that one towards goal. That one is directed wide by Alexander. Behind the net with it now. Gerloff gets the puck, and it's cleared back in by the Dragons. Up around the near side to Kevin Galatka. Galatka gets the puck up, and it's kept in at the point nicely by Zukowski. Let the Blackbirds get the puck back, and nope, still not able to get it out. Good pinch work by the Dragons. They have the puck down low. Stick work in. Tries to stick handle through a couple defenders. That one's backhanded. It hits a body. Comes out back to Zukowski at the point. He gets that shot deflected down. Played with a high stick there, however, and that will pause play here. With 46 seconds left in the on the man advantage, 2:44 left in the period. So faceoff's going to come all the way down into the Dragons zone on that offensive zone high sticking play. So Dragons, they got 46 seconds left. If they can win the draw cleanly, they can get one more offensive rush here in the period. Faceoff to be taken by Blake Crebo for the Dragons. One back to the point, though, and it's just thrown in deep by Gerloff. Nicely done, killing some time. Up along the near half boards, Dragons take the puck out to center ice with it. That's Crebo. Goes around Gerloff. Crebo has it. Crebo backhand looking for Brantley Purdy just underneath Purdy's stick. Crebo's going to get one before this game is all said and done, I think, here. He's been in the middle of things for this Pekin Dragons club through the first 11 minutes. Down deep. Taken away there. Here comes Crebo. Crebo in. Crebo shot. Nice right pad section. I think that one may have gone wide. Either went wide or Alexander just got a piece of it. Opportunity now. Puck falls off the stick of Galatka, and back come the Dragons. Into Crebo. Crebo in. Back in off the crossbar and out. Down the other way. Here come the Blackbirds. Penalty is up. Good defense there by Pekin to get that puck out of the zone. So the Dragons hit a crossbar of their own, and we are that close from having a tie game. Spike across the blue line. He's got the goal for the Blackbirds. He throws that one wide of the net. That one's gloved down by Flynn behind the net now. Dragons get it up, and out onto the stick of Brantley Purdy. Here comes Purdy. Purdy one-on-one. Purdy in with that shot. That one's going to go wide and blockered or covered up by Brady Alexander as Brady held that right post. I don't know if that shot was going to go wide of the net, but Alexander not taking any chances. Covers that one up for a whistle with a minute 15 left in the first period. 1-0. Draw is won by Pekin. But the Blackbirds get the puck up, and that's going to be an offsides whistled on Nico Johnson as there were a couple of white jerseys in the offensive zone there. Stetzler will take the draw for the Dragons, and I believe that's Spike for the Blackbirds. It's won by the Dragons. Stetzler across the blue line with it. Little draw pass put into the slot area for Logan Hansen. Hansen shot, sticked away nicely by Alexander. We're under a minute now. Kept in at the point. No, not kept in at the point. Johnson throws that one in for an offsides. So we'll do it again. Stetzler and Spike outside of the Blackbirds zone. Draws one. This time by the Blackbirds onto the stick of Johnson. Johnson bangs it up off the board. Spike will turn around and fire it in. We're down to 45 seconds behind the net with it. Brandon Zukowski. Zukowski tries to stick handle, taken away, and thrown back to the point. Kept in there Fired back in deep. That one's centered. Pekin able to clear that one out of danger. 29 seconds thrown forward. Here comes Stetzler. Stetzler with some speed. And, oh, excuse me, that was Jolly. Caden Jolly, 44. A little too much speed as he goes in ahead of the play. 4 and offsides. 24 seconds left in the first period. 1-0. A goal a minute and 9 seconds in by Bauer Spike. 20 seconds in here. Come the Blackbirds. One more rush. That's Willett. Willett stick handled or knocked away from him, put into the slot. And the Dragons are able to knock that one away as we're down to the final 10. Gather the red line, no icing, and that will do it for period number 1. And after 1, the Midwest Blackbirds lead the Pekin Dragons by the score of 1-0 in this 1v9 matchup as the number 9 seed Pekin defeated the number 8 seed Wilmette 5-0 last week. Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to tune into these upcoming regular season games. Tomorrow, a matinee in Florida against the Panthers. Blackhawks then have 5 days off before they are at home against the New Jersey Devils at 7:30. And then Sunday, February 27th, the Blackhawks will host the St. Louis Blues. All 3 of those games on NBC Sports Chicago. The Friday night game against the Devils is on the NIHL network. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. NIHL's Best Flow is complete. This is a fun celebration of the best hockey hair in the league. There's always great enthusiasm for this promotion from players and fans. You can see the winners and their legendary salads on the NIHL Facebook and Twitter pages. They have won prizes for their teams and for themselves. Prizes are sponsored by Jerry's Hockey and the Northern Illinois Hockey League. It's never too early to start getting your lettuce prepared for next year's NIHL's Best Flow. And some of the winners, absolutely glorious. There's no other way to describe it. Absolutely glorious heads of hairs on some of these kids. So we are ready for the second period of action here. The Blackbirds, an early first period goal. Across the blue line, that shot is in off the stick of, I think that's Brum. Behind the net with it now. That one's centered. Comes out the other side. Opportunity there. And now the Dragons come out 1-on-1, knocked away by Shelby Troncozo. Puck is up and out. Not kept in nicely at the point by Jolly. And this one does trickle out to center ice. And we have a potential breakaway here on the stick of Zach Brum. Brum in. Brum goes forehand. Backhand. Nice right pad save by Flynn. That one's backhanded through the crease and out to the near corner. Puck is kept in by Troncozo. Behind the net, Blackbirds have it. Taken away by Pekin up along the boards and out. And we're going to have a 2-on-1 break here as that one's knocked away nicely off the stick. I believe that's Hansen who lost that puck. Again, jersey tucked into his hockey pants. And nice, that save is made. It gets away from Flynn, and the backhand, I think, hits him in the upper chest, and he throws himself forward, covers up for a whistle. So just like in that first period, Blackbirds with a couple of really good opportunities early on to increase this lead, but Logan Flynn doing a nice job keeping this one 1-0. Face off to the left of Flynn now. And I think we're about ready for some hockey. We are. Draw is won by the Pekin Dragons. They throw it into their own corner. That's put up the near boards. Cleared out to center ice onto the stick of Crebo. Blake Crebo in. Crebo with the pass across ice. Looking for Sackett. Not able to complete that one. That one trickles out into the crease area and knocked out of the zone by the Blackbirds. So another opportunity for the Dragons, just not able to convert. That shot hits a body on the way in, doesn't make it through to Flynn, and the Dragons, they lose the puck. Being battled on the ice there. That's Kim from his knees trying to play that one for Pekin. Taken away by the Blackbirds. Battle behind the net, 2 to a side. Coming out with it are the Blackbirds, and backhanded in from a bad angle. A couple of whacks at it, and Flynn able to hold that line and cover up for another whistle. Face off now to the right of Flynn. Been under siege here a little bit in the second period, but doing a nice job holding that line and keeping this thing a 1-goal game. Again, it's interesting to watch Pekin play from behind, as that's something they didn't have to do much of this year, as they were a perfect 16-0 in the regular season. So very skilled and talented team down here in white, but they're playing another one. That one's in on Flynn. Right pad, left pad save. And somehow Flynn's able to keep that one out with that left pad. Behind the net with it, Willett. Willett puts it back out. That shot is put in, deflected into the corner off the stick of Gerloff. 2 to a side in that far corner. In comes a third white jersey to dig it out, and the Dragons will skate out with it. Across the blue line. That puck is sitting on the blue line. And that was whistled down for an offsides, as I think they're saying. Not sure what they're saying. That puck was spinning around on the blue line, but they're going to whistle it down for an icing, I guess. Faceoff's going to come outside of the Blackbirds zone. Draw one by the Blackbirds. Taken right away by Pekin, though. They have the puck at center ice. And they clear it in. Back forward is Shelby Troncoso. Shelby now throws it forward. Kept in at the point for the moment by Kim. He loses it. Great stick work there by Brandon Zukowski. In now. That shot hits a body off the stick of Sackett. And now the Dragons have it again. Put that one towards Alexander, who makes the save. That puck finds its way into the slot area, onto the stick of Gerloff. Gerloff tries to get the puck out, and it is backhanded out to center ice. And here come the Blackbirds the other direction into the offensive zone. That is Spike, the goal scorer. He loses it, gets it back onto his stick, though. Deflection almost found its way onto the stick of Zach Brum, who would have been in all by himself. That one takes a bounce and hops over down here near us. Troncoso throws that one forward, gets it back, fires off another shot. That one's deflected away nicely by Kim into that corner. Put into the slot area, a couple of whacks at it. Behind the net, there's Spike. Spike comes out with it, back to the point. Underneath the stick of the defenseman, goes cross ice to Troncoso, and it's off the heel of her stick, out to center ice, knocked away, and here comes the Blackbirds. Nice stick handling there. In, couple of moves, that shot into the body of Brady Alexander. Nice individual effort by the Dragons. I'm trying to get a number there. Again, it's hard. The jersey's tucked in, but I think that was 87, Colton Johnston, who made a nice inside-out move and got a lot on that shot that Brady Alexander was forced to cover up. Crebo now on the draw for the Dragons. Wins it back to the point. It splits the defenseman. It comes out of the zone. Declan Kim throws it forward. Hits a body at the red line. Galatka puts that one in for the Blackbirds. On it now is Crosset. He's stick lifted. Puck is put forward. There's a shot. Save made by Flynn. Rebound comes wide. Flynn holding that line, keeping that stick low and keeping that puck out of the net. Kim tries to pitchfork it out, and they do get it out to center ice finally. Galatka backhands it forward. Crebo harassing him. Put forward by Willett now. Willett has it swept away by Kim, gets it back. Willett walks in. Willett shot. Glove save by Logan Flynn. Nicely done by Logan Flynn, making himself look big in net there. Came out to the top of his crease, cut off that near post, and did not give Avery Willett really anything to shoot at all. So it looked like a very easy save by Logan Flynn, but Logan doing a nice job positionally in net for the Dragons. So faceoff's now going to come to his left. We are midway through this hockey game. The first of 4 here in Crestwood. This is a 1 versus 9 matchup. That one trickles in on Flynn. and he covers that one up off a deflection. So we're having a 1 versus 9 matchup here. The Blackbirds versus the Dragons. The Blackbirds defeated the Sabres 5-1 back on the 12th, while Pekin shut out Wilmette 6-0 in the 8-9 matchup. Pekin scored 126 goals in 16 games this year, and they're being shut out here by the Midwest Blackbirds early on. Bauer spikes, has it at the faceoff dot. Spike just throws it up off the glass behind the net. LJ Werner, and it comes out the other side, where Zukowski is able to get the puck as far as the blue line, but not out. Kept in by the Blackbirds. That shot hits a body in front, tipped forward, kept in by Troncoso before the Dragons are able to get the puck out. Caden Jolly hustling for the puck there. Matthew Gerloff will get there first, though, and sling it around to the far side. Down low in the slot area. We're going to have another tripping penalty called here on the Blackbirds. We'll see who's going to the box here. So just under 5 minutes left in the second period. Blackbirds with a 1-0 lead. Going to the box here is number 90, Matthew Gerloff. 2 minutes for tripping. So another power play opportunity for Pekin. They're going to be a man up for the next minute and a half. Looking to break the proverbial ice here against the number 1 overall seed, Midwest Blackbirds. Crebo to take the draw for Pekin. Draws one forward. Nicely done by Blake Crebo as he shot right on goal off the draw. Bounces in on Alexander, who covers up for another whistle. Crebo with another shot on goal, just wide, and standing there at that far post is Brantley Purdy, just not able to get a stick on it. Put behind the net, the Blackbirds have it, ring it around the near boards. Kept in at the point by Kim, doesn't get a lot on it, and Willett will skate out to center ice, throws it forward to Brum. Zach Brum across the blue line, backhands that one in towards goal, and Logan Flynn will cover up for a whistle. So 4:28 left in the second period, 1:03 left on the man advantage for the Dragons. Their second man advantage of the game. Face off to the right of Flynn. Draws one cleanly by Pekin. Puck comes to a halt along those far half boards, and that forces Nico Johnson to have to play it now here in front of us. Johnson up off the boards out to center ice, where Galaka will play that one cross ice. Almost has it knocked away from him by Crebo. Crebo has it at center ice, flips it forward into the Blackbird zone. Good aggressive forecheck. Here comes Crebo in off the faceoff dot. Crebo shot into the body of Brady Alexander. He caught that one between his stick and his blocker. It almost looked like it was falling into his blocker glove, but he was able to see that, and one of his teammates gives the blocker a helmet tap there. So face off to the left of Alexander. On it now are the Blackbirds. They're not able to get the puck out. Crebo has it taken away from him. It gets it right back at that far faceoff dot. Blackbirds kick it forward up over the stick of Nico Johnson, but Nico's able to keep it in nicely. 15 seconds left on the penalty. 3.5 left to go in the second period. 1-0. And the Blackbirds will skate forward with it out to center ice, and that should just about do it on this man advantage. Down low. That's Bauer Spike, I believe, number 25 behind the net. Wraparound attempt, stays out of the net. Nice job by Flynn to hold that near post. On the stick of Gerloff. Gerloff in, shot, save, Logan Flynn. He covers up, and we have some fisticuffs after the whistle as the players get a little feisty, but cooler heads prevail, I believe, and I think nothing is going to come from that. Oh, maybe there is. Yeah, we're going to have penalties on each. I think we're going to have matching penalties on each side for roughing here. Or is it just going to be on Pekin? Right now, there's only one penalty up on the board, and that's Brody Stetzler. Yeah, so Brody Stetzler is going to go to the box here for roughing. So the Blackbirds now with a man advantage for the next minute 30 and a 1-0 lead. On the draw will be Avery Willett. Willett wins the draw, back to Spike. Spike goes cross ice to Gerloff. Gerloff has that shot in. Deflects just wide of the near post. Nice offensive set by the Blackbirds there to get a clear shot out to center ice. Here comes Crebo. Crebo one-on-one against Gerloff. Crebo goes around him. In comes Crebo. Crebo in backhand. And the blocker saved by Alexander comes into the near corner. That one's put towards the goal. And the Blackbirds get the puck up. Kept in, though, by Pekin. Nice stick handle by Jolly. Jolly tries to go around a couple of defenders. He can't. The Blackbirds get the puck up as far as the blue line. Kept in by Kim. And it does come out to center ice now onto the stick of Brum. Brum across the blue line, has Spike with him. Puts that one through the slot. Spike has it. Tries to go back to the point. Nobody there. And Sackett in a race for it. But that one's going to be taken away by Gerloff, who had a ton of speed to get back into that play. Kept in at the point. Kim has it. Kim puts that one into the far corner. 2 minutes left in the period. 22 left on the man advantage. Kept in at the point. And cleared back in by Pekin. Dragons doing a really nice job on this man advantage. Sackett takes that puck from Gerloff. Kept in at the point again by Nico Johnson. Johnson just doing a fantastic job at that far point, keeping the puck in and not letting the Blackbirds get anything going. But we get an opportunity here. Here comes Spike. And that has to be played away by Logan Flynn. Nice heads-up play by Logan Flynn to know that that Spike was bearing down on him. That one comes in on Flynn, and he covers up. We get a little whack at Logan after the whistle. But, yeah, nice job by Flynn. He saw Spike bearing down on him, knew that he had to come out and play the puck rather than sit back, and was able to knock that one away from Bauer into the corner. So a penalty is up for the Dragons. There's a minute and a half now left in the second period. Still 1-0. Only goal of the game, a minute and 9 seconds into the first period. Off the stick of Bauer Spike, who broke through the defense and beat Logan Flynn at glove side to give the Blackbirds a 1-0 lead, a lead they've made hold up so far. Up to the blue line and out by Pekin. Galatka now throws it around the far side, looking for Kyle Merton. Merton loses it. Peak gets it right back, though. Tries to get the puck out, and it is batted out to center ice. Pekin with space. They gain the red line and dump it back into the Blackbird zone. Thrown forward to Grayson Crossan. Crossan loses that one, and it's taken away by Willett. Willett now across the blue line. Willett skates out into the middle. Goes cross ice, backhanded towards the goal. It's deflected behind the net. Crossett now throws it back around to the other side, back to Shelby Troncoso, who gets that puck into the slot area. An opportunity shot into the body of Logan Flynn. So Flynn continues to look a whole lot bigger than he is in net. And keeping this thing 1-0 as we're down to 38 seconds left now in the second period. Still 1-0. These teams battling for an opportunity to go to the proverbial Elite Eight, which will be played tomorrow at 10:40 a.m. I guess this would be the Elite Eight. The Final Four is a better way to put it. Jolly now with Crebo. Jolly loses it, knocked down by Gerloff in that near corner. 23 seconds left. Hackett throws it forward for Crebo out of his reach. Good defense down in that far corner by Troncoso. Here comes Crebo, though. Crebo walks in. Crebo has his stick lifted, and the Blackbirds come out with it. Try the home run pass. And that will do it for the second period. So a very evenly matched second. It's really been an evenly matched game. The Blackbirds, the first 2 minutes of the game, they got a goal. They hit a post. But since that point, the Dragons have played the Midwest Blackbirds even up. Blake Crebo hit the crossbar in that second period, which would have tied it, but to no avail. So the league's elite gold, silver, bronze, and girls teams are well into their divisional play in the NIHL Blackhawks tournament. Keep your eye on the NIHL.info website and the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of our upcoming NIHL games. Our next broadcast is all really easy. We're going to be here until about 4 o'clock this afternoon. At 11:50-ish, depending on what time this game ends, the Glenview will take on the Blues. At 1:10-ish, the Sabres will take on the Chargers. And at 2:30, the Bulldogs will take on the Vipers. The Bulldogs, the number 15 seed, defeated Kenosha last Sunday by the final score of 5-4 to advance to this Elite Eight to take on the Vipers. So the winner of this game, again, will go on to play the winner of the next game, which is Glenview and the Blues. So a lot of hockey set for you here today in Crestwood. We got 11 minutes left, and the Blackbirds holding on to a 1-0 lead. These two teams came into today's game a combined 32-1-1, outscoring their opponents 100 and let's do some quick math here. 191-40. 191-40 in 34 games. So these two teams are amongst the best in the Squirt Silver tiered leagues this season. So we got 11 minutes left to go. Pekin still looking for their first goal of the game, a goal that would tie it. Puck is backhanded forward by Spike. He has the only goal of the game, 1:09 into the first period. Out comes the Dragons. Stetzler has it sticked away from him. Galacta throws that one forward. That's Kevin Galacta, number 40, not Jack Galacta, number 23. Is our first icing of the game. 19 seconds here into the third period. Faceoff's going to come down to the left of Brady Alexander. And, of course, no ties in the tournament. So if Pekin's able to get one here in the third period and it ends 1-1, we will go to overtime. And nothing beats overtime hockey. That one trickles in on Alexander. And heady play by Alexander to cover up. Stetzler on the draw for Pekin. Spike wins it, though. Comes around the other direction. And it's Merton down here, number 99. Kyle Merton with some space. Takes it, gets it up across the red line, and dumps it in. Chasing it will be L.J. Werner for the Blackbirds. But the first one there is a white jersey. Misplayed down in the corner. Gives Spike an opportunity to play that one onto the stick of Nico Johnson, who throws it up off the board. Spike gets it back. Stick handles through a couple defenders. It's taken away from him. And that one finds its way back out to center ice. Taken there by Werner. Werner loses it onto the stick of Spike. Spike at the top of the faceoff dot. That one is going to roll wide. Put up and out of the zone. Back onto the stick of Jack Galacta, who has to chase that down in his own zone. Backhands it forward to Kevin Galacta. Now onto the stick of L.J. Werner. Werner gets it up ahead to Spike. Here comes Spike, just out of his reach. He would have been in all alone. Spike stick handles, takes that one wide. He's low of the red line, puts it out into the crease area. It's in the paint. One save made by Flynn, two saves made by Flynn, and that puck comes out into the corner. Behind the net. That is Zukowski, I believe. He loses it. Wraparound attempt hits the side of the net. They try the other side off the back of the net. And Zukowski is able to get that up to the near half boards, but not out. And we're going to have a penalty called here on the Dragons for hitting from behind or checking or whatever you want to call it. I believe that's going to be number 27, Brody Stetzler, going to the box for that hit from behind. And that's not what you want if you are the Pekin Dragons, as the Blackbirds will go on the man advantage with 9:02 left to go in the third period. So player down, he hops back up. He looks to be okay. I think that's Kyle Merton down there, who's skating to the bench under his own power. He got put into the boards from behind by Stetzler. And we'll see if it's just 2. I mean, with the potentially injured players, we'll see what the official calls here, but there's nothing up there yet. Stetzler's in the box, but they haven't put anything up on the board yet. We'll see if it's just 1:30 or if it's something more significant than that. Well, there is a second skater going into the box for the Dragons, so that tells me that this is a 1:30-10 situation here for the Dragons. They still haven't put anything up on the board. It's a hit from behind. Yep, and unsportsmanlike, so I think that's going to be it this afternoon for Brody Stetzler, as the Blackbirds have a man advantage 4. So I don't think it was a major. They still haven't put anything up on the board. It still says nothing. So we'll see if they put up 1:30 or if they put up 5. Yep, they're putting up 1:30. So Stetzler he gets the 1:30-10. Back to the point. Spike has it. Spike hammers the wrist shot. That one deflects in, and Flynn stays with it the whole way and covers up for a whistle. Oh, that's 87 in the box, not 27. Again, the numbers tucked into the jerseys making it a little hard, but that's Colton Johnston in the box for that hit from behind, not Brody Stetzler. I want to apologize to any Stetzlers that might be watching. Brody was not the one called for that penalty. It was Colton Johnston, 87. Face-off is won. Spike has it. He loses it. But Gerloff is able to dump it in deep now for the Blackbirds behind the net. Coming out with it, put into the slot area. Spike has it, lofts the backhand up. It goes over the net, and Nico Johnson has to play it. It's out into the slot. That one hits the side of the net by Spike. Coming out the other side with it is Brum. Brum puts that one towards the goal, and Flynn covers up for a whistle. 57 seconds left on the penalty to Colton Johnson. Only 4 Dragons on the bench right now. 2 in the penalty box, 4 skaters on the ice. Back to the point. Troncoso has that one knocked away. Shot from the point, deflected off the stick of Gerloff. And the Dragons will skate out with it. Here comes Stetzler. Stetzler across the blue line with some speed. Nice stick work, just out of his reach. It trickles in on Alexander, who covers up. So good stick work by Stetzler to get through both red jerseys. Just put it just out of his reach, though. Not able to tuck that one in. So 8:11 now left in the third period. 39 seconds left on the penalty to Colton Johnson. Faceoff's going to come to the left of Alexander. Draws one back to the point to Zukowski. Clears that one in deep. Zukowski gets it back. He hops over his stick, and coming out with it is number 11, Grayson Crossett. Kicks it forward. He goes for it with Kim down in the corner. Cleared around, back to the point to Jack Galatka. Dumps it in deep behind the net. That one hits a body and comes out, or hits a skate and comes out to the blue line. Galatka clears it back down in deep again. The other side with it, Bauer Spike fires that one into the crease, onto a stick. And that one finds its way into the far corner where Brandon Zukowski has it taken away from him, though. Behind the net, that is Spike, backhanded up over the net and into that far corner, and the power play is up for the Blackbirds. Pekin's got to get something going here. We got 7 minutes left. They trail 1-0. Opportunity in, and Flynn covers up for a whistle. 7:09 left to go in the third period of game 1 of 4. Here from the home of the Premier Select Level Squirt champions, the St. Jude Knights, here in Crestwood at the Southwest Ice Arena. Back to the point. Shot whistles in from the point, comes wide. Out the other side, the Blackbirds have it. That's John Wilkins down low with it. Puck onto the stick across it. Cross it tries the backhanded wraparound. Flynn holds the line, covers up for a whistle. So the Blackbirds just living in the Dragons' defensive zone here for the last couple of minutes. Pekin not really with any opportunity to get anything going. Cleared back in by Werner. Back out to center ice. Puck deflects off the boards. Wilkins has it. Dumps it in a little bit further up off the near half boards. And the Dragons now skate out into center ice with it. That is Brantley Purdy. Loses it. Gets it back. Purdy flips it forward into a body. And the Blackbirds will take it at center ice. On it now is Galatka, number 23. That's Jack Galatka. He centers that one for Wilkins. Wilkins with the shot. Nice left pad save by Flynn into the corner. Puck is still in the offensive zone. Wilkins with another shot on to Flynn. And this time Logan will cover up for a whistle. 6 minutes now left in period 3. Midwest Blackbirds hanging on to a 1-0 lead here. And I mentioned Blackbirds only give up 19 goals in 18 games this year. So this is basically par for the course for them. They are a smothering defensive team. And Pekin with 126 goals on the year. And we're going to have another penalty called here as it's finally played by the Blackbirds. We're going to get a trip called on, I believe is that 24 going to the box? No, that's 7, excuse me. That's Shelby Troncoso. He's going to go to the box for a minute and a half for tripping. So the Dragons, the highest powered offense in the Squirt Silver ranks this year, 126 goals in 16 games. Looking for goal number 1 here in the third period against the top seed Midwest Blackbirds. Only goal of the game scored a minute and 9 seconds into this one off the stick of Bauer Spike. That one gets up on edge and rolls over to the far side of the rink where Caden Jolly has it. Pekin trying to play it up through center ice, and just that Blackbirds. It looks like there's 6 skaters out there. Here comes Stetzler. Stetzler fakes the slap shot, goes wrister, and Alexander makes the save. So first real opportunity of the third period off the stick of Brody Stetzler as he took a wrist shot from a bad angle, tried to catch Alexander sleeping. Face-off will now come to Brady's left, and Brody Stetzler will take the draw for the Dragons. Won by the Blackbirds, cleared up to the blue line, kept in at the point by Johnston. Taken away there. Here comes Stetzler again. Stetzler walks in, shot, whistles just wide of that far post. Kept in at the far point for a second, and it trickles out to center ice. Here comes Jolly with it now. Jolly across the blue line. Jolly with some space, goes wide with it, goes down low. Throws that one into the slot area, taken away by Stetzler. Stetzler battling with Willett along the far boards, kept in at the point, put towards the net. Jolly backhands it, looking for the one-timer was Crebo, hits the heel of his stick. There's a one-timer by Stetzler, goes wide of the near post. 22 seconds left on the man advantage. Centered there, and the Blackbirds will clear that one out. That should gain the red line. It does for an icing. So 4 minutes and 40 seconds now left in the third period. 14 seconds left on the power play for the Pekin Dragons. They're 0 for 2 on the man advantage so far this morning. The Midwest Blackbirds defense just been stout all year long, but especially here tonight, holding the highest scoring offense in the Squirt Silver ranks to no goals here through over 2.5 periods. Flip forward, and that is Spike. Spike comes down the far side with space. Spike at the top of the far faceoff dot. That shot is deflected wide, comes out, and here come the Dragons the other direction. 1-on-3. Power play is up. That one's backhanded down by Jordan Sackett. And the Blackbirds will come out the other direction as we approach 4 minutes. Tipped away by Crebo, and that one's put out to center ice, and a potential 2-on-1 here for the Blackbirds. Cross the faceoff dot. That one's in. Shot, save. Oh, stick work. Oh, cat and mouse there between Zach Brum and Logan Flynn. And Flynn outweighted Broom, and Broom was not able to get a shot on goal. He was all alone standing in front of Logan Flynn. Here's another opportunity. Shot over the net this time. So a couple of opportunities for Zach Brum. That one looked like it came out of the zone. It didn't. Looks like we're going to do this again. Cross ice. This time that pass is broken up. Gerloff has it. That one deflects in, and the bouncing puck gets gloved down by Logan Flynn with 3.5 minutes left to go. So Zach Brum, 2 golden opportunities there against Logan Flynn. The first time he stick handled, I think, a little too much. Got to get a shot on goal in that situation if you are Zach Brum. But the second time, got the puck and fired it with authority, just put it up over the net. 3:27 left now in the period. Into the high slot area. That one's cleared up and out by the Dragons. Stetzler is battling, or excuse me, was rushing for the puck. Zukowski has it. Collision at center ice, taken away by Pekin. Across the blue line, that's Jolly. Has it tapped away from him, gets it back. Jolly goes wide into the corner, has Gerloff hounding him off the back of the net. Gerloff will come out the other side with it. Here comes Gerloff with a ton of speed. Self-pass around Johnson. Gerloff in. Throws the backhand shot off. That one goes wide. The nice feed by Gerloff to the far side of the net. That may have been, actually, I think that was Kevin Galaka on the far side. And here comes Pekin. 2.5 left to go. Go wide with it. And no offsides. At the point, that's Jolly. Jolly flips it to Stetzler. Stetzler in the high slot area. Has it knocked away from him onto the stick of Nico Johnson. Johnson shot deflects off the end boards. Stetzler banged into down there, knocked down by Troncoso. No whistle. Blackbirds backhanded up, kept in by Pekin at the point. Blackbirds get it back. Pekin keeps it in. Put towards the goal. Blackbirds get it forward to Cross it, who tips it out to center ice. Troncoso back forward to Cross it, who throws it in deep. 120 seconds left to go here. Behind the net, Blake Crebo slings it up off the boards. Kept in, not kept in. It does come out underneath the stick of Troncoso. Now it's flipped back into the Dragon zone. On it is Brantley Purdy. Purdy being hounded over there by Bauer Spike. Jordan Sackett forward out to center ice, but Pekin not able to get anything going. Here comes Spike again. Spike across the blue line. Spike stick handles around. Spike in. Shot saved by Logan Flynn. 89 seconds left to go in the period. 1-0. The Blackbirds with the lead. They scored a goal 1 minute and 9 seconds into the first period, and that's been it. Bauer Spike with the only goal of the game. And we're going to have a timeout called here with 1.5 minutes left to go. Coming up next, once this game is over and the ice is scraped, we will see the Glenview Stars taking on the Blues. And Glenview, want to make sure I'm looking at the right teams here because there are multiple Glenview teams and multiple Blues teams. So we got Glenview A1, 10-7-1 this year, taking on the Blues A1, 9-8-1 in the same tier, both tier 1. Glenview finished 4th, the Blues finished 5th. So that should be a fun matchup of two teams separated by only 2 points in the standings. But that's next. We still got 89 seconds left to go here in game number 1. Faceoff is going to be in the Pekin offensive or Pekin defensive zone, excuse me. Winner of this game will continue to play on tomorrow. The loser will unfortunately see their season come to an end. Face off to the left of Logan Flynn, who has played an outstanding game for the Pekin Dragons this morning. See if the Dragons look to pull the goalie if they're able to gain possession of the puck, but they don't. It's kept in by Gerloff at the point. That one deflects in, pad save, rebound. Covered up by Flynn. Face off now on the other side to the right of Logan Flynn. That's Stetzler on the draw for the Dragons and Willett on the draw. That one is in, and Flynn is forced to make another save. I've been really impressed by Matthew Gerloff back at the point for the Blackbirds here this morning. Played a really solid defensive game, but has a really, really, really good shot as well. They've had a couple of offensive sets right off of offensive zone draws where they try to get it back to Gerloff for a shot from the point. That one's going to come out of the offensive zone, and the Blackbirds are forced to replay. Aggressive forecheck by Pekin as they look to get a goal in the final minute here. Stetzler out there with Crebo back to the point. Taken away by the Blackbirds, kept in by Johnson at the point. Here comes Crebo, stick handles around the defender. Throws it through the slot. That one deflects in on Alexander. Covers up for a whistle, and we are under a minute. 54 seconds now left in the third period. 1-0. Blackbirds with the lead. We got another timeout. And I want to give a special thanks to the fine folks involved with the St. Jude Knights. They had us all set up and ready to go here. It's one of my favorite places to call a game. It's a great vantage point. You can see the entire ice. We don't have people standing in our way. It's a fantastic place to call a game. So thank you to the fine people involved with the St. Jude Knights. And I'm joined all day today by Giselle Medina on camera. She's going to be running the camera for me while I call the games. Daughter of Ruben, who has been sort of the man behind the scenes for us here at Stream Sports Midwest this year, putting together all of these games and juggling not only the schedules of the teams that are playing, but also juggling Eric's schedule and my schedule as we both have, I guess, what you would call regular full-time jobs. So Ruben has been very understanding and patient with our schedules and very understanding and patient with the teams as he looks to get confirmations and rosters and pronunciations and everything else to try to make these broadcasts go off without a hitch. So very special thanks to Ruben Medina for all his hard work this year. And today, a very special thanks to his daughter, Giselle, who is running camera for me and doing a fantastic job, I might add. So face off here, 54 seconds left to the left of Brady Alexander. Pekin, 126 goals in 16 games this year. Not able to get one past Brady Alexander as there is an open net, and that will be an icing. So Pekin with the man advance, or pull their goalies. They got 6 skaters out there. 47 seconds left. Face-off's going to come down right back where it was to the left of Alexander. Crebo to take the draw for Pekin. Draws one by the Blackbirds. Behind the net with it is Gerloff. Johnson at the far half boards. Gerloff gets it back. Played up and deflected at the point, but the Blackbirds are going to get there, and they get that puck out to center ice. Crebo now. We're down to 28 seconds. Crebo up off the boards, but nobody there but red jerseys. Thrown right back by Gerloff. Here comes Crebo across center ice. Crebo across the blue line. It's a wall of red jerseys on the stick of Purdy. Purdy loses that one. We're down to 10 seconds. In the corner, Stetzler throws it to Crebo. Crebo backhand through the paint and out the other side. Behind the net, the teams battle for it, and that will do it. The Midwest Blackbirds came into this action 16-1-1 in the regular season, taking on the Pekin Dragons, who were perfect during the regular season. The Midwest Blackbirds, the number 1 seed, will advance to the Final Four, if you will, to take on the winner of our next game, which is Glenview and the Blues. Only goal of the game scored 1 minute and 9 seconds into the first period. Off the stick of Bauer Spike, used his speed, cut through the defense, and beat Logan Flynn stick side to give the Blackbirds a 1-0 lead. And this stout Blackbirds defense would make that hold up. So handshake line, a very fun game number 1 here in the Squirt 10 and under silver NIHL Blackhawks tournament goes to the Midwest Blackbirds by the final score of 1-0. Next on tap will be Glenview and the Blues. That one expected to start sometime in about the next 15 or 20 minutes. We will be back with you for game number 2 of 4 here from Crestwood. Once again, your final score in game number 1, the Midwest Blackbirds 2, the Pekin Dragons 1. We'll talk to you with game number 2 here in